This video is brought to you by Ageless Geeks.
Cowabunga dudes and dudettes, this is Anthony, aka Batbomb82, and today I'll be doing a review of the Super7 Thundercats Ultimates Mumm-Ra. Now this is a figure I've been so stoked to get as I never really got the Mattel version, so I'm really happy to have this Super 7 version in hand as he looks really freaking cool. But before we crack this thing open, I want to take a closer look at the packaging. Alright, so I wanted to show off the packaging here because I always love what Super 7 does with these Ultimates figures. The boxes just feel very special here. So you got this black box with this obvious like Mumm-Ra, the ever-living logo right there, which looks really cool. Then an embossed metallic red with a mirror finish, so that looks really nice, man. You got Thundercats logo, Mumm-Ra, Super 7 right there. Turn this around, you got the Thundercats logo from like the cartoon series. We can actually slide this off right there like so. And we have a really nice window box for the figure itself. Checking out all its different accessories, looks really cool. I am super happy for this because I never actually picked up any of the Mattel ones, so I'm super stoked to get these Super 7 versions with all the extra stuff that we get, which is really nice too. Then we got a really nice image of the Thundercats like this, which I'm pretty sure is from like a poster or a VHS tape or something like that, which looks really cool. So I'm so super stoked to get all of these. Really nice. And then we got a little bio for Mumm-Ra right there. So if you want to read that bio, go ahead and pause it now, and you can check this out, which is really cool. So I am super happy for this. Really, really, you've been wanting this for so long. So let's go ahead and crack this thing open and see what we have inside. Alright guys, now let's take a closer look at Mumm-Ra here. Now, I've never had the Mattel versions of these figures, like I've said. So I have no clue how to compare them or what to compare them to. So I'm just kind of going off with a fresh look on these Super 7 figures to see how cool they are. And I love this guy. He just looks so cool. I love, like, he's very little. You see some size comparisons later on, but he's very little compared to like the Thundercats like Lion-O and Panthro that I have. So it's really interesting to see how different he is compared to those figures until obviously we have the ever-living Mumm-Ra, which is bigger, bulkier, you know what I mean? So it's really cool. So I love all the sculpt here. The cloak here looks great. Very nice sculpt on that. A little point right there at the back of the hood really cool too. All these bandages and wrappings look really nice. The feet all look really good. So I really dig the way this looks. Now, we can actually take this off. So we're actually going to pop the head off with that like so. And I'm going to kind of just take a quick look at just this figure like that without the big cloak and things like that. So that looks awesome, man. That head sculpt looks rad. That is just straight up Mumm-Ra from the cartoon. Almost that like ape-like jaw with that, you know, the larger upper lip and things like that. And that's really cool. The bandages look nice too. Looks like they even have a bit of a wash in there. And I love how we get like separate bandages mixed in with like the sculpted bandages like this around the body. So that's really cool. Really adds some depth to that. And again, really, really digging this guy. He just looks so cool. Really loving this a lot. You see all the bandages. Have some that connect the arms like that, but there's so much room there. You can actually still spread the arms wide apart, and I'll show that later with the articulation. So this is really nice, man. I'm loving the way this turned out. He looks so cool. Okay, so now let's talk his accessories here. So we do have some interchangeable hands. So we got two, like a type of gripping hand and a more like snarled hand to, you know, have it posed almost like a zombie-like type of thing. So that's pretty cool too. And we get kind of like a gripping hand for the other side and the same type of like snarling hand for the other side too. So you get those sets of hands. We also do get this amulet, which is really nice. So the amulet itself here would actually have to like fit over the head like so, or the neck, excuse me, and then pop the head on. So it kind of fits over like that, because it's going to be impossible to just slide on over with the bandages and things like that. So that's really cool. I love little intricate details and those little artifact accessories that we get with certain types of figures. So that's really nice. We get this. Now, you guys have to comment and let me know what this is. I cannot for the life of me remember, but it looks cool. Lots of great paint detailing and things like that. You get a little red gem right there. This looks really nice, man. I wish I could remember what it's called. So again, feel free to let me know in the comments exactly what this is, because this thing does look really, really cool. We also do get a book here. Now, was there a second Book of Omens? I can't remember. I know we got one with, was it Lion-O? And now we have this one here. So let me see if I can dig this other one out real quick. So we have the one that came with Lion-O, which is this one. What was this one? Was there a second one? I don't remember, but it's cool. We can have a little library of books, side by side. So that's really nice. So that's just, is it the same thing? I honestly don't remember. So again, feel free to leave me a comment to let me know exactly what this is. If it's different, if it's the same, I don't know. So yeah, just feel free to let me know. Same thing with this. This is, I want to say this is his sword, right? This is like the hilt, which looks really nice, the gold and all that. And I believe he uses this when he becomes Mumm-Ra the Ever-Living. It's been so long since I've seen this cartoon, man. I'm trying to remember. So just again, feel free to let me know, but I'm pretty sure this is his sword, if I remember correctly. We also do get his staff, which looks amazing. I dig this. It has like that twisted, like old rotted wood look to the grain like that, with this crazy like hornhead demon creature on the top, which looks crazy. So I dig this, man. We also do get a second head sculpt, so we can do this, pop that off right there, and then put this one on like so. It's a little tight on there like that. Get this on. Ooh, it's kind of tight on there, but that one looks great too. Definitely with a more open mouth, yelling, saying Mumm-Ra the Ever-Living and all kind of stuff. So these both are awesome, but I love this one, so I might display him with this one. I'm not sure, so we'll see. I actually do really like both heads, so I'm gonna pop this one back on. Now, probably my favorite accessory, we have this cloak right here. It's a sculpted plastic, but he also comes with a soft goods cloak here, which is really, really cool. So actually, it's best to take off the head like so. And we're going to kind of open this up here and then put the head through the peg, or the peg through the hole like that. And then pop the head on over that again, because to get those bandages over, which is really nice. So this goes on like so, and then you can pull the hood over. Now what's really nice about this, I'm a sucker for soft goods like capes and cloaks and coats and things like that. So this is nice, big, but we also do get a bendy wire that runs along the lining of the whole thing. So, you can bend it around, pose it around, do some different types of things like that. But there's also a wire around the hood, so you can actually like take it and shape it around the head how you want. And a lot of those cartoons, in the cartoon, you kind of had it like really draped over his eyes, so you couldn't really see much except like his mouth and like maybe his eyes glowing red, so you could do something like that. But I also love how he even had a little peak right here at the back of the hood. That's awesome, man. And then of course, when he was like transforming, he would have it like big and billowed out, you know what I mean, like that. And then now with the soft goods cloak, you could have it where it's like, transforming into a Mumm-Ra the Ever-Living like that. So I love this, man. That is a fantastic idea. You can, since it's wired, you can do whatever you want with it, and it works really, really well. You can just wrap it around him, you know what I mean? Do something like that. And again, just have him like just there when he's getting ready to rest into his like, sarcophagus thing. So I think that's super cool. That is definitely awesome, because I don't think the Mattel version came with a soft goods one. I think it only came with a plastic one. This works for me, and I get why people want the sculpted one, because it has the sculpted lines and things like that, and the folds look a little more natural. I get it, but for me, it's totally this. That just looks so freaking cool. I love this. All right, let's run down his articulation now. The head's on a ball joint, so it rolls around like so. Can do left and right, up and down, pivot side to side a little bit. Arms can go all the way up and down, up and down, even with this like wraps right here attaching the arms. You still get plenty of slack there to articulate. You got a single bend at the elbow, as well as rotation at the elbow, rotation at the wrist, as well as a hinge at the wrist. We do get a waist cut like that. No ball peg, so you mostly just do left and right. No ab crunch or anything like that. And I don't know, I guess you don't really need it. You know, Mumm-Ra wasn't really a very hyperactive character until he became the ever-living, so I get it. Hip joints can kick forward about that far, back that much. Splits all the way out. See, no rotation. Do we get rotation? No rotation in the thighs. No, I kind of thought there was. We get a single bend at the knee. We got ankles go up, down, and a very good ankle rocker. So there's not a whole lot of articulation with this guy. Again, because he wasn't a very, agile, crazy character doing lots of crazy moves. You know what I mean? He was supposed to be more decrepit and things like that. Again, until he became, the ever-living, and then became a total badass. But still, I think this is awesome. I specifically love this wired cape. I think that or cloak, excuse me. I just think it's so cool how you can, shape it around his head. And, man, look at that. That looks rad, dude. That is definitely an awesome Mumm-Ra. So, I think he's cool and definitely a must-get. So for a quick size comparison, here he is sitting next to a Marvel Legends Deadpool and NECA Batman figure. Also for comparison, here he is sitting next to a Super 7 Ultimates Lino and Masters of the Universe Classics Skeletor from Mattel. And just for fun, here he is with little Lego Bat Bomb. So there it is, guys, my review of the Ultimates Mumm-Ra. Now overall, this is such a kick-ass figure. He looks incredible on the shelf. Now again, I can't compare him to the Mattel version, but this Super 7 version totally kicks ass. The sculpt looks incredible. I love all the bandages and that really cool wash that you get here. Both head sculpts are incredible. The articulation is kind of lacking, but I get it. He's not a super agile guy. All of his accessories are well detailed. I just love the amount of stuff you get with all of these Ultimates figures. But man, that soft goods cloak is so awesome and adds a whole new dynamic to this figure that I absolutely love. But again, I can understand why some people would like the plastic version instead. Either way, this is such a cool Mumm-Ra, and I cannot wait for the ever-living version. So please comment, like, and subscribe. Stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.